Yeah, yeah. Hey.
We're back. Oh yeah, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the new interviews.
Everybody, so we are in live and direct, but a record for the internal view, because no one call it interview, the internal view of Batalla. Yeah, so this is gonna be like some special edition that the Hyperweek organized, and we're gonna have like the talk of and the voice and the point of view of a different big name in the scene of hip hop, or I want to say that the one that inspired the new generation and the hip hop scene here. Yes, I can say that like this. And I spent some heart. So here is my man Batalla and my brother Patrick. Let's go. Let's talk about Batalla. Who is Batalla basically?
Yes, so for those who know, Batalla is one of the biggest hip-hop inspiration in Europe, but he's from Colombia. So tell a little bit about your travel from Colombia to Germany. How was it for you?
How was it for me? It was a culture shock, I would say. I grew up, I came actually young, but still in that age, between 11, you really see the difference, you know, the difference of way of living. Going to school and all this kind of things was not regular. So it was a big culture shock from just simple things. Yeah.
And I can imagine that the culture shock would be like in Colombia, dancing is like second nature there, right? Like you have a lot of Hispanic dances. Did you also participate in those cultural dances that from a kid, from young, or?
Yeah, we never really took classes for this, so we were always dancing. And I think I don't remember when I start to really dance. I think the moment I could walk, I was watching maybe my grandma, and I was following her. Till also when we get older and somebody had birthday, for example, we didn't met like to eat, to sit down and eat. Like in Europe, I would say in Germany, it was like, okay, somebody got birthday, we're gonna meet and eat all together. It was more like we go to their house and then they play music and everybody were dancing, and then the parents somehow made like a dance challenge, always like who's the best dancer there, and this
really directly in the first
yeah. So it was always not always alone, sometimes also with partner. It depends what kind of dance it was, like it was choque or salsa, it depended on.
So when you go to Germany, there's not like how do you say, like in Colombia, we don't have cultural dance in that country. So for you to come to Germany, were you already into hip hop before you came to Germany?
No, I wasn't into hip hop. I heard before already Tupac and all this because my uncle was into hip hop. My uncle liked to listen hip hop, but I was not in the age that I was like I had the access to this. Yes. But he was listening to it somehow, so I was always listening with him. If he would play it and watch some stuff, I would look with him. But it was actually when I came then to Germany, after being here like 3 years, where I was able to go outside somehow a little bit alone. I was 14, and where I was in we call it B-Ebene. It's the surface where the train goes, and there were people also practicing. And then there was also during that time the movie came out. You Got Served.
You Got Served.
Oh man,
that was a big impact for all of us.
Like a year after it came out, but a friend from Colombia, he came and he saw it already, and he was so into mixing C-Walk with crazy salsa steps, and this is where I started.
Right, because speaking about C-Walk and salsa steps, your footwork is one of your biggest signatures that you're known for. But I also know that you like house, and you do more styles. You also do popping, and you can see some elements back into your dance. How much from your home country did you interpret or incorporate it in your hip hop now?
I would say now even more than when when I started, because in the beginning it was like there was no rule. I didn't search for what is hip hop or what is house, what is popping. I would just dance. For me, it was just interested to dance. So the moment I get more into the I want to go deeper into what I'm doing. I would like to understand what is this and that. But there were certain boundaries, kind of, oh, you are not allowed to do this, or, you know, kind of, this is okay, but that is not okay.
Were the boundaries like rules, or were the boundaries people?
Yeah, the boundaries of people. Which is somehow, I would like to be free, but there was this kind of, no, you shouldn't do this or that. So it pulled me away actually from my own roots. In that being that young and nobody really push you into that, takes away a little bit from your own roots. So I didn't, when I started to dance, back then I didn't really use the footwork. I didn't really use the salsa that I was able to do, because I thought that doesn't fit into this. You understand what I mean?
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
After I met Wiggles, that he saw it kind of, and he was like, can you do this every time you're dancing? Like, use this kind of thing. This gave me like the backup to practice on it, to be able to, okay, let's try it out. And from time to time, this gave me a bridge to be able to use the footwork that I learned from the salsa, or all the footwork that I learned after, in between the sea walk or whatever, to use this as universal language, to use it anywhere in my dance, no matter what style I will do.
And also, it's also so nice when it's like a OG that let's say in a way that give you this key to say like, you have the right to do everything you want. This is hip hop. Just do it, you know. And especially coming from a guy from Wiggles that inspired like so many people. Yeah, it was like kind of freedom for the head, right?
Yeah, exactly. This gave me like, oh, I can do this. So let's go. Yes.
Nice.
That's nice. Dope, man.
Nice. So you came to Germany, and then we know that at Funkin' Styles in 2011 was your year.
So wait. You said that? Yeah, that was his year. Funky Style, right?
Yeah, 11.
Think about it. This is this one?
Whoa, how you do
this one?
Yeah.
How can you switch the screen like that? It's a professional.
You see? Hyper with style, man.
So we're looking at Funkin' Styles 2011, and this is Batalla versus.
What was your feeling when you're having final of this event?
Majid.
It was, for me in that moment, was a big. I felt a lot of energy in that moment. And Funkin' Styles was back then the battle for us in Germany. When I really went to the scene, Funkin' Styles was the event here in Germany, and the biggest one was known as Just a Boo. But Funkin' Styles was kind of the event everybody needs to be there, kind of, you know.
Yeah.
If you haven't been to Funkin' Styles, you missed out, big time.
Not for sure. Can let me jump like straight to the person that interests us. There we go, my man.
Look at this young boy. Yeah, I remember when I saw this battle for the first time. I remember when I was watching this, I was like, damn, how this guy moves like free. You know, like Majid also a free kind of mover, but you don't see many people dare to be free in their categories, especially when it's hip hop. But
completely, and that was so nice also, because to see, like, you know, it was like he had so much groove, and this foundation of hip hop was like sweet to watch, because it was like kind of the period when what is his name UK was like kind of the figure in Germany. So everybody was working a lot with tricks, and to see him like, you know, dance like this, move like this, using like so much footwork and so much body control was like you know, a new breed for Germany.
You know what, when you can say somebody is just dancing is when you take away the music and just look at their movements.
Definitely is what I think is like, I'm going to just jump again, Stargate. And it's exactly what we are doing right now. Like, you know, music's not there, but look at this movement, like the whole body is working.
If you can see somebody dancing and you don't hear any music, like we're just watching footage without music, and if you can like grab the groove or the dynamic of that movement, that's dope. Like I find it always interesting. Look, you're just grooving there from the hips. Simple.
So yes, so Batalla, like this feeling like you come final. I mean, funky style was pretty known like all over Europe, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
I think this event is, I would say, for me as the dancing career, was this the part that opened for me doors to be able to, so people will know me in that moment. I think, kind of. Before that, I was a guy that was traveling a lot for battles every weekend. That was our scene was here in Germany. I think that's the reason why the German scene, even though it's young, it's very hungry, kind of, and it grew very fast because we had really this kind of competition mentality.
Yeah.
Between
like in
us,
Paris.
but also between us somehow, but also between the people that were from outside. So it was a mix of nice and but also a fire in between that made us burn somehow. You understand?
Yeah.
I mean, a little bit. So yeah, I think I lose where I wanted to go, but this is what I wanted to say, that it helped to grow. I don't know.
Nice.
Definitely. So talking about like well, since like we're like in the mood of showing videos and stuff, talking about like, you know, his Latin footwork. I would like just to drop something just quick. Let me interact. Up. This one is ready. Boom. And just show you this one and let you talk about it. I go straight to the point. Most of you dancing on West Indian music, actually, because he played kizomba. I think Alex was playing kizomba, and you come with salsa.
Damn. Well, it was a funny story, like, because I didn't know, like, this event was also like such a big honor to be invited to.
Yes.
And I wasn't sure about if it's okay to use like really salsa or something. This was the period that I was the last 3-4 years really into it, but I didn't really show it. So I think for many people for the people that knew me, they know that I was able to, but the rest, they were like, maybe don't think that this kind of my roots.
Yes.
So, and I didn't grow up also dancing salsa always with a partner. So we have this culture in Mali that is salsa footwork for one person dancing to it alone.
Yeah, especially Colombian salsa with the Cali and stuff.
So I was like, okay, let's try it and share this with I love this dance, and I think the moment, it was a nice moment. It felt nice, and what can I say? No.
I mean, and always also so good to, you know, kind of having like the flag of your roots, and you can just really show it proudly and say like, this is where I come from and it's what made me.
Yeah, exactly. So for me, it was a big honor to have the possibility to.
Ay.
Nice.
Hermano, ay, ándale. I mean, that was dope. Nice moment, that really. Also, that was so nice that he also put you like both like two new generation, the new,
Yeah, exactly.
you know, the one that's really inspired, and you both inspired in a different way, and so like we're allowed to do whatever, you know. So that was really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna end up and say agua, hey, and boom, yes I.
2015. I love this dance.
Amen.
Yes, yes.
So let's keep going.
So we have an for the people who, you know, just get into dancing, especially young kids, this is a nice way to get to know you. So we have a topic called hit and answer. This is just a small topic and really short. So you can choose only one answer, and you have to answer instinctively. So you cannot really
like,
think about it. Like
boom.
I say,
so you ask me and I have to reply directly.
Instantly,
like straight up,
without thinking.
Is it yes or no? Or is it a whole answer?
We'll give you like two choices.
For example,
yeah.
The first one.
Yeah.
Ninja Turtles or Dragon Ball?
Dragon Ball.
My man.
Yeah, put some sound effects, bro. Okay. Next one. Banana, mango.
Mango.
Spanish or German?
Oh, sorry, I didn't understand.
Spanish or German?
Spanish.
Feet or hands?
Hands.
Okay. I'm gonna go a little bit in the sideways. So feet or hands?
Hands.
Hands. You said hands, right? When you dance house, feet or hands?
Feet.
When you dance popping, feet or hands?
Feet.
Okay.
When you dance hip hop, feet or
hands?
Feet.
Okay.
When you dance locking, feet or hands?
Feet.
When you shower, feet or hands?
Hands.
When you cook, feet or hands? Like I said, like this guy has insane footwork. So as you can see, he chooses a lot of feet, you know, and it says a lot about a dancer. Just think about it. You don't have to answer it, but it's for the people to think at home. You want to add something? You want to say something?
Yeah. No. I would say yes. It's interesting thing, but I think no matter which style, I will answer. If it comes to hands or feet, I will answer feet, because I don't know. It's my personal thing that
approach.
Yes, the walking is like when we walk, this is the moment we are flowing from A to B. We are moving.
Yes.
And the same, I have the feeling when I dance. No matter what happened, the feet, even though it's not a crazy footwork, the feet keep me there.
Yeah. I like it. I like it. All right, we continue. Salsa or merengue?
Ay.
Oh no!
Ay.
It's a hard one. I had to.
Answer in 3, 2, 1. Salsa? All right. Okay. This one is a little bit tricky. Teleportation or time traveling?
Teleportation.
Okay.
Gelato or granita?
Sorry, again.
Gelato or granita?
Gelato.
Yeah, I'm gonna
kill
be
me. Sorry, Granita. Sorry, Granita.
I'm a huge Granita lover, but I'm not judging anybody.
No, we are not judging.
Afro concert or love party? Hyper Week style.
Afro.
Tupac or Biggie?
Biggie.
Ooh.
And last for the topic, Niako or Icy?
Niako.
Was that honest? Not if Icy was interviewing you, you would not say Icy?
No.
Nice.
No.
Just checking. Sometimes the interviewer must play the devil's advocate in order to see if the answers are legit. So,
let's go.
We have another topic. It's called Chinese portrait. So basically, if you would be an historical figure, who would you be?
Wake up!
I don't know.
A historical figure, for example, Che Guevara, Bob Marley. Like Bob Marley's a musician, but like he's a historical figure.
Yeah, he was a figure for many people. So
or Martin Luther King.
Mommy, if I would be a historical
Trump, I don't know
figure, who I would be?
Asking the help of his mother.
I don't know.
So.
What's creepy? This sound I have a very how to say a memory.
Excited? Ah, yeah.
This. I get directly like my.
This moment stuff. So which is right?
We're gonna switch to the next question.
Okay, let's go.
Choose your favorite myth and describe it.
My favorite myth.
It can be like I don't know, like you know, maybe some story of ghost in Colombia, stay by the grandparents, you know, and they say el fuego de la muerte. It's really dangerous, peligroso.
Okay, if it's like this, a myth. Like I had to think about first what is a myth. Now I have what is a myth.
Okay.
It's like they say, but you don't know if it's right? If it's true or not true. Oh,
yes.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We have El Duende. You never heard about El Duende?
I think, but I'm not sure. But
El Duende
let's hear the story.
It's a kid. The story is about that it was a kid. They used to do maldades is like not bad things, but you know, like hide stuff for people and all this kind of things.
Okay.
So, and he died very young, but his soul never rested, so he stayed in the thing. So we have this, that sometimes you lose stuff, like your shoes go away or you don't find your stuff. So he hide it for you. He really play with you. This guy is really exist. And he's small and has a guitar and has a head. He's very small, looks old. And he play guitar and he likes also women with long hair. So in Colombia, there's parts where people really like shorter hair, or they don't like to have hair open. They always close it because he likes in the night to make cornrows on you. So when you wake up, you have cornrows.
Whoa!
Yeah, so he play with your hair and all this kind of things, and this really exists. And he just show to yourself when he wants to.
Wow. Okay, I'm speechless. Like I don't want to see any little guy with a guitar and a hat in my and next day I wake up, I have cornrows. Like, nah, man.
But I heard, I heard this story. Yeah, definitely. Even I think in the West Indies, but I mean, West Indies is also part of Colombia and stuff. So we've also heard about it. I mean, it's Caribbean. Okay, Caribbean, the Caribbean. So yeah.
Just here, they don't. I don't know.
All right, we're gonna go to the next one. So, do you read a lot of books?
No, not so much. The person who bring me that reading was Martha.
Oh. And
thank you, Martha.
Did you read a book that you thought like, man, I could have written this book?
Well, before I like to read before. Sometimes it was not much, but I still read. The first book that really opened my head to go more into direction this kind of books was Secret, even though it was like so little, but it gave me the first step into this kind of books that I started to like was like spiritual books. And a book that I really liked that also Martha recommended me was The Four Commitment. The Four Agreement.
The four what?
Agreements. Four Agreements. Wait,
the Four Agreements. Show it. In the library it's not there, but it's this one. Okay.
Four Agreements. A practical guide to personal freedom. Oh, nice. Toltec.
This was really nice. And I took time for each agreement, took time to really think about, to practice it. Yes. It's really nice.
So Evan is a, sorry, I was saying like Evan is a small book. It's something that you can read again and over and over. Yeah.
Exactly.
To get like time on each.
And you can practice.
This I'm jumping into it because it's big, but it's really nice. I'm jumping into it and read part.
What is name?
The name is Flow. Flow and Creativity.
Flow and Creativity. Nice.
This name is crazy. I don't know how to even.
I think it's like CS. I think it's like maybe Polish or something like.
Yeah. Nice. Talks about the state of flow. Like, what is it to be in the flow and how does it feel? Not in dance, but in general.
Yeah.
So you have discipline, you have surrender, and then in between, you have the flow.
Exactly.
Okay, so if you would choose a book that you could have written, it could have been The Flow, or the Four.
Okay. Right. Four Agreements.
All right. Other question. Oh. If you would be an actor, who would you be like?
Well, I'm not. I don't know. Non-actors. I'm not so into actors. But who I would be? I don't know.
Will
like
Smith,
Evan is a Spanish. So I mean, it's like a
Washington,
Colombian one. I don't know what. Maybe somebody.
Joking. Narcos. No, I'm joking.
Narcos. Okay, the guy that made Narcos, but not Pablo Escobar, right? That was the best actor in the history.
I would like to be actually a funny actor, but I just watch like really criminal and action movies.
Okay.
Actor, who would you be like? If you would choose an actor that you would be like,
you know, King of Queens.
King of Queens? No, I didn't.
I haven't seen it. No.
Amor, what's the name of the guy? Duck.
We share like, let's say professional. Google, help me.
Of Queens.
King of Queens. Up. And he's like the main actor?
Yeah. The same guy in Hitch. The same guy from Hitch. You know Hitch? The Date Doctor? With Will Smith.
Yeah. Ah, okay. Oh, what is his name again?
This funny guy.
Kevin James.
Yeah, Kevin James.
Dope. Yeah, I really love this guy.
This humor is me at home with Martha.
Really? That's so fun. Okay, so Kevin James. It's so funny because when I see this guy and I see Batalla, it's like completely opposite, you know.
That's my humor.
That's funny. Okay, so now we come to the Hyper Week part. So, do you remember your first year at Hyper Week?
Yeah.
And when you think of Hyper Week, what's the first thing that pops into your mind?
The nice parties.
Mm-hmm.
But the first thing that popped up, the place. I really like the place.
Yeah, the La Cucaracha and Catania.
Yeah, the whole place. There is beach
and Lido Jolly.
Yeah.
It's
the party is just there. I mean the where there's after party and everything. It's just there. It's right there.
Yeah, with the winter bar and everything.
No,
it is quite a magical place.
And actually, if I remember well, it's like I think the first day the first time you came, you could stay only like 3 days of not even more. So it was like,
yeah.
Well, I have to leave now.
It was like, oh no, you know, especially when it's the first time and you don't know, and then you see this like, no.
Too much is happening. Yeah, for sure. Well, after the other time that you came, you had the chance to experience the full week. There was a 7 till the end, so.
Yeah, the last time was not until the end, but the second time I stayed the whole week.
Yeah. Yes.
What was your most touching moment that you experienced at Hyper Week?
The most touching moment.
Was there a moment in Hyper Week in all these years that you were like, oh man, this?
I think the vibe that actually, if I pull it together all the years, it's always the games that we do and how it feels after and the whole evening after. I think this connects the and this feels nice.
Nice.
It's not not always emotional, but it's the one that really is nice.
Nice. Yeah, the parties, and the games especially is where people connect. Like, you know, I always see that when people dance together, that's one, but the connection also is when people stop dancing and start connecting, like talking, listening.
Yeah, with something else.
Experiencing each other's stories, exchanging in that sense. And then the next time they meet on the dance floor, they have an even bigger chemistry.
Yes.
And especially when you play.
It breaks somehow a little bit different. Sometimes we dance together. Okay, we break already some, but also after talking and having this experience, like you're saying, it breaks the rest of it, kind of.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. Well, they are made for that too. Because the funniest thing is that about like all the game and stuff like that is that it happened like on the spot. Like the first time that we organized the game was like just like it was one of the first time we did that at the last day, and he had like only few students, and we just said, oh, let's create a game. I think Sparta was still there, and we were just making on the spot, and we saw like I was like connecting people fast, and the next year after I said like, okay, we did something crazy. The game was just too much, and then we decided to put it like at the start, so like these people will just like get to each other like.
Exactly. At the start, it's a really good idea.
What would you add to Hyper Week? Is there something that you would say like, this is what Hyper Week misses, or is there anything of?
I don't know what should add more, because I think the program is already like so full. no, not like, you know, there's already a lot of things that if you will add more things into it, will be, I think it's already now, right? Like you have so many ideas, but where should we put it? I think it's like that.
I know.
Right?
Right.
That it's not easy, yeah.
But like
sometimes
maybe,
I think the times where because in a day there's classes in the morning, then there's the break, then it's again classes. There's sometimes not much the time where we could actually, like, let's say, just jam, except there's this freestyle, but it's also again classes. It's not like let's just exchange with each other.
Yeah.
And I think this will be for some people interesting. I don't know if everybody will be down for it, but I think there will be also certain people that would like to have this time also where they can really just
jam and just get down.
Teacher and not in this. I'm teaching you right now. It's more like let's really have 2 hours to really like try and get down.
Yeah, that's really something that we could sing about, because also in the break sometimes you always have like people like jamming or doing other stuff. So yeah, I take note.
I have a topic here, Niako. Do you have it ready? It's like the Hyperweek memory. You have to guess the Hyperweek location in 4 images.
Where is it?
At the bar. What's the name at the? Yeah, at the bar.
Yeah. Which bar? Because we have 2 bars. Which one?
Yeah, where the workshops are. In the back where you pick up the food, but down. No. There we played the Afro bar.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is where we played the game.
Afro bar.
So let's try next one. This one is pretty easy.
Yeah, the workshop place.
This is the first or the second studio?
Sorry. Up. First studio or second studio?
The second one.
Yes. Oh man. And then this one.
This where we eat up there.
Yeah. And this one?
Reception.
Fatality.
I have a question here, which is, what's the real goal for a dancer today? So if you look at dancers nowadays, what's their real goal? What should be their main focus?
What should be or is their main?
Start with is. What is their main goal that you see as a dancer? And
outside,
what do you think it should be like?
Be known. Get followers. Be recognized for something that is maybe still in process.
So this is what they have as a goal, right? That's
feels like. Not everyone, but let's say from majority, it feels like that.
Yeah. And what do you think should be different in, becoming a successful dancer?
Be patient. I don't know. Being patient is I would say it's not the key. I don't know, because for myself, I am still young. I was young when the hype started to come, but it was not that I was searching for it. You know what I mean? Like, I really was in my room, and I remember that I was and I am still. When it comes to working and practicing, I'm a really workaholic. Like, when Martha really saw me how I am, she understood that I'm a really workaholic. Like, I wake up in the morning, I do my gym, I go in the evening, I practice a day 2 times, and this regular. So it does, from nothing come nothing, but I was also not yelling for it or searching for it. And I think nowadays people are spending so much time into this more, to searching, to yell, to be loud somehow, you understand? Not the picture, that in being in their room and really take the time for themselves and to connect with their body, to be able to really tell also a story. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you cannot just, I think in art or in dance, you need to have time for yourself to really reflect what you feel and what you want to express, and then you can say it out loud, or you can tell to somebody. But sometimes you just have the platform, and then it's like about, okay, tell me something, but this story is not deep. The story is not there yet.
Mm-hmm. Nice. All right, completely right.
Yeah.
So I mean, completely agree is what I want to say. Like,
what I also see nowadays, and it's not just nowadays, it's forever since I started to get into the scene, is like seeing a cipher as an exchange or as competition.
Mm-hmm.
What is your
opinion about
perspective on this?
I have experience like this and like that. It depends on with who I cipher and where I was. But I think for me personally, I think both is also good. It's for me personally necessary. It helped me one side to exchange with people, like really go into ideas, and in some moments, in stages where I also needed it and was searching for it, I could find people that really wanted to battle in the cipher, get more into it. So
yeah, I agree. I think both, makes a dancer grow.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, definitely.
But I also see that, like, the essence for me personally of a cipher is it's like sacred.
Mm-hmm.
If there's too much ego hanging in the cipher, the sacredness, the holy part is not always felt, and it's like you said, it depends on who you cipher with.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this is something that should be not underestimated and practiced more often.
Yeah.
It's like a dancing circle, like a church, like a freedom church kind of thing. When people come together with the same intentions, with the same goal, you can all, like, doesn't matter how often or how less you jump in, you can all grow and create intense, crazy vibes together.
Yeah.
I remember, like those cipher that we were making in Japan. Japan. So guy.
Yeah. This was the
like
cipher. Yeah. In the last,
crazy memory,
I would say, really 5 years, this was the cipher that really wow.
Yeah, but if you have the right
like
people,
10 years, I don't know, it left me so inspired. Wow.
That was dope, man. I'm
If
just
you have
thinking about it, I'm like,
if you have the right people in those ciphers, they become the priests that create this safe place.
Environment. Yes, a safe place, completely.
This is what I meant with the essence of a cipher, like the competition in the cipher is good, but it should always come from the essence.
Yeah. It's where we met the first time too, huh, Patrick?
Yes, Street Dance Camp 2008. Damn, man.
Yeah, that was insane. Ciphering for hours and hours, hours. Every style, whatever was coming was, yeah.
But I totally agree that the essence is totally different. Now it's hard to find the people that gonna stand with you in the cipher, and you feel it's a nice energy from them. And also the most important part for me being in the cipher is give the attention to the person actually is dancing. It's like we start listening when we start let out or letting in what this person is telling. Otherwise, we're not listening. Exactly. But sometimes people just standing there and waiting. Okay, when are you finished so I can make something?
Yes, like thinking more about what they're gonna do instead of appreciating what's like happening on the moment.
Exactly.
But that's also a good question to jump on, because you're also organizing like the Cypher Dojo and shit, I forgot the name of your event.
Blackout. Okay, we cut it.
All right, guys. So
yeah, no, but yeah, to jump on that, like really, you organize like but you like I saw like since all this Corona stuff, and you start to organize more like the Cypher dojo and stuff, like where people could gather outside and and really have this this Cypher session. Even they couldn't go like maybe in club and stuff like that, but you find a way to bring people together and just be there for the dance. That's I feel is like a really big education, and the same as your event.
Random circles.
Everything was coming in my head. Random dojo, Cypher random. So random circle, exactly. That also really tried to bring back this fire for ciphering.
Exactly.
And, you even during this event, give like some props to the people that really are able to manage the cipher, to give life to the cipher. So I feel it's a really good thing, because and especially like from a people from a dancer like you, like from the young generation, to try to bring that back, you know what I mean? And this is really important because the youngest one, they will call you OG. They will call you OG. Even if we say, yeah, I have the same age, no, they will call you OG. And the good thing is that I feel is that you're really taking like this thing serious. The OGs are like there to not repeat the mistake, and it's exactly what you are doing for the new generation. Even you're also part of this new generation, so that's a really good thing. Nice. And thank you.
Yeah. But for me, so also, I think this is like, like having here any winning off or events or something. I did events and all this, not like to win this. For me, after all this was important to understand my, like the OGs, like you guys. Like I remember exactly first time Niako was in Funking Styles in Frankfurt, and Patrick was Funking Styles when I saw you guys. For me, yes. For me to be able to sit there, that we are cool with each other, that you guys respect me. This was for me the price or the
reward. Yeah.
This for me important. This is what gonna stay. This winning event or having fans over here or there, this doesn't matter for me personally, So I think this is what also gonna keep the culture somehow grow, because we take somehow responsibility to how we're gonna give it to the next generation, and they're gonna grow it in a nice way. So I would like to see it in be open for everything else, but just try to give a little bit the direction a little bit if somebody's interested about it. I don't want to put it into people that don't want to listen and they don't want to know.
Definitely.
I share if you listen. Yes.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. So, a few more questions, and then we're almost finished, man. Name your top 5 hip-hop dancers.
Oh, that's hard. Top 5. Hard top.
Yeah, no, it's hard.
Really hard. Oh, I have a little bit time, no?
Yeah. If you want, you can do it like this.
Just a little bit.
Think about it.
Yeah, I think I got them.
Yeah? Alright. Let's start with number 5.
Oh, numbers? I put them.
Okay. No,
it doesn't matter.
No random order.
What's coming in your head, like.
Okay.
So for the guys, Evan said number 5. We are all on the same level. Okay, it's not disgrace.
Yeah. So the first. The first name is Joseph.
Joseph Go?
Yeah.
From France, yes.
Yeah. Second is Wiggles.
Wigos from US. Yes.
And
Rocksteady presenting. Was pointing. I said was pointing my camera. I was like, what?
Niako.
Hi, thank you.
Martha.
Yes.
Link.
And Link. Yes. That's nice top 5.
Now, the question of them all.
So, yeah.
If this would be your last day on this planet, what would you leave behind from yourself? What would you
love
to
to
this
live?
world?
What
would you like to leave behind you if it was your last day in this this world?
What would you leave to the world?
What I would like to live in the world?
No, what would you like your legacy, the legacy of Batalla? What would it be to the world?
If tomorrow you are not there, what would be the thing that you would like that people think when they say Batalla? Okay, so Batalla, it gives us that. So,
a nice guy, kindness.
Kindness. That's good. That's very important.
Because the people that I think, I don't know, like when I think about my people here, like in Frankfurt, I think I have the role kind of like Niako. I don't even know how you is for you when you're around your people, or Patrick, how you are when you're around your people. But for me here is kind of, without being here, I feel that people don't gather together. They don't want to do stuff together. And then once I'm here, like, let's go, and then everybody meet together, and they're like, oh, such a long time we haven't done anything like this, and I'm like, yeah, but why? You know, like it's always
definitely.
like one guy that bring everybody together, and I think this is what I will let here behind, that they know that even though I'm not choosing and I don't want this position, kind of they wait for it, but I don't like it even, you know what I mean? Sometimes I really like, no, you guys do it, you know.
But that's nice. Let's do Batalla style. Let's get together. Nice. Kindness. Yes. So yeah.
This was our interview, bro.
That was the interview with Mr. Batalla.
It didn't really felt like an interview. It was more like a conversation.
Yeah, definitely. Getting to know you a bit better in a different way.
But I think people that are listening and watching still want to know which ball is bigger, left or right.
By the way, Batalla, do you know this song?
Yeah, do a little dance for us, bro.
Alright, give it to us. Take you girl. Rumba.
The wine. She's ready with my wine.
Yes, she's ready. Let's go. That's so dope. Ra. Hey. Agua. That's so nice.
Thank you so much, bro, for your time.
Thank you. And how are you, bro? Tell me, how are you?
Sharing parts of your life and your profession, and like I cannot wait to see you in real life again, and like really sit down with you and talk about everything, like
for real,
your approach, reading your book, The 4 Agreements,
definitely
things in life.
No, it would be a pleasure. It would be nice. Really nice. Yeah, to get to know us like this is nice, because with dancing, sometimes we don't really take the time for it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's always bring it like on one point for an instant, but it's important, like whatever. Try to keep always this connection alive, and even like sometimes we just like send to each other like maybe one SMS in and there, like whatever what's happening. That's always good, because it's always remind that we think about each other. So I really appreciate it, and I keep on doing it. Okay. So thank you everybody. Thank you everybody for listening. Like this internal view of our man Batalla. Thank you, my man Patrick. Yes.
Welcome. Thank you.
Hyperweek representing, and definitely, but hopefully everything's gonna be fine. Oh, that was the darkness.
Everything's gonna be fine.
Fine. Yes.
Oh, el duende. El duende.
El duende.
Oh, he's gonna cut your hair.
No.
Oh shit.
So yes, thank you everybody, and remember that we're gonna have like those internal view during like the whole year till that we come back for the Hyper Week 2021, and also my man Bata are gonna be there, my man Patrick gonna be there, and myself gonna be there. So thank you everybody. Yes, Afro bar.
We'll be ready.
We're gonna be ready for it, and so see you in 2021, and keep up following Hyper Week on Facebook, on Instagram, YouTube, etc. PJD www.pjd.it, and that's what's up.